Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-March 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. And we are going to get right down to business, right down to work, and start this reading off nice and smooth with an oracle card. So let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Aquarius collective. I hope you're all doing well, my friends. But my God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we got for the water bearers out there? So what's going on? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick. Then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what type of shadows might be popping up in this time or what shadow work you might want to lean into, which is always very interesting. So let's see what's up. What do we got for the lovely Aquarius collective here? Nice and quick. There we go. So this dreamy, imaginative, thought-based energy is showing up for you, my friends. This is a very common one that I see with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But for some reason, I like it here, Aquarius, and we're going to talk about it. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle is @KyleofCups. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet sometime. But into the reading we go. This card is a little simplistic on its face, especially when we compare it to some other cards in this oracle deck. It's pretty simple. You see this woman sitting there. She has her eyes closed, very dreamy, super etheric. I do feel like this can tie in with sleep states and dreams and imagination. Yes, there's a book and a journal there, so I would watch your dreams in this time. Try to practice some dream recall, dream journaling, because you could be getting some very important signs or messages from your subconscious or from spirit. This card to me is also, I don't want to say a warning because that sounds too treacherous, but this could just be a warning that your imagination could be a little overactive in this time when we have this card. It's very tied into the realm of imagination. So hopefully you're expressing your imaginative gifts. Let's get into tarot. Like I said, that's always a little footnote. That doesn't make or break the reading. There's a lot of mental energy there. But let's get into this. What do we got for Aquarius, my gods? Let's get these first three out before we clarify. Now, last week's reading was titled An Unexpected Situation. The week before that was a surprising message. Can you see the little theme that we've been seeing for Aquarius the past couple of weeks? That of surprise, that of things coming in that you didn't quite see coming. And that has been a theme the past couple of weeks. So hopefully nothing rough has been going on. Hopefully any situations haven't been that of the bad kind. But you know, energy is always moving and shaking in different ways. Let's get these cards out here, see what we have for Aquarius this week. God, Spirit Team. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in position number one. You could be feeling a little more aggressive than you normally are. This can be a combative type of card. Let's keep it moving. I don't want to speak on it too much thus far. Okay, that card flew out of my hands and on the floor, so you get a little blooper take, Aquarius. I'm going to reach down and grab it. Okay, we have the Empress. I'd say that was worth reaching down for, my friends. Beautiful. So we have an interesting mixture of energy thus far. We have one that's a little combative, but one that is super beautiful and nurturing. Let's get one more out. Thank you. Hopefully you're not having issues with a mother figure. That could represent that. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords here on the back end, and I will mention it. I've been seeing it for a lot of the air signs. There's a lot of sword type of energy showing up. But let's go through it one by one. And I'll give you the little mixed bag we got going on here, Aquarius. Let's get these classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicier stuff, because this can change. But yes, the air, the swords on the extreme end, so your mind, extra active. And like I said, this is a mental type of energy, the mind, the imagination. So we're showing that in both sections of the reading thus far. But in position number one, the Five of Swords, like I said, this could be confrontational, it could be combative. This could represent a person that you're attached to or you used to be attached to that was a little narcissistic, that they did whatever they had to do to get to the top or get what they want. Now, in the positive, this could be someone who has determination to get what it is that they want, that they're willing to fight the good fight and do what they got to do to win. But mainly this is seen as an issue-based card, a problematic type of card, and possible heads bumping. So we might have a warning here depending on what clarifies it. Moving over to the center, we have the Empress. Beautiful energy. Complete polar opposites to what we have on the extreme ends. The Empress could represent a Taurus in your life. It could also represent a mother figure. This is the goddess type of energy. So it can speak about having a connection to nature. Maybe spirit wants you to reconnect to nature or connect a little more, to cleanse yourself, to take in that beautiful energy. This is super abundant. This is a card of blessings to me. This is a card of wins and victories, which makes it odd that it's showing up dead center around all these swords. So we really want to clarify and see what it's about, okay? Hopefully it's not issues with an older feminine figure. But moving to the very back end, we have the Eight of Swords. You might be experiencing some feelings of being cornered. You might feel trapped, or you might feel like your hands are tied in some way when we have the Eight of Swords. Once again, the super overactive mind, your brain could be racing. And certain times when the Eight of Swords is here, this could be someone you're connected to that's a little bit nervous as well. This is a card of anxiety. But the good thing about this card is that it is not permanent. This is an energy that is prone to and can change. So let's dive deeper on all this, Aquarius. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle in here for the lovely Aquarius collective. We got a lot going on, my friends. Let's try to get down to the bottom of it. Guys, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Five of Swords. And as I always say, if you read cards yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If you're feeling any messages, you could drop them down below. I don't mind whatsoever. We all learn from each other. Let's go in on this Five of Swords. Let's see if this is problematic. Thank you. All right, yeah, we have the moon in reverse here. Okay. Yeah, something like someone's true nature could come to light in this time, or like someone could show their true colors. That's the first thing that's initially making me feel. So I would want to watch the company you keep in this time. Now, for some of you, you could just be having issues with a Pisces. For another portion of you, in this time of Pisces season, which is the time that it is right now while I'm filming this, you could be extra amped up and a little more aggressive than you normally are. You might be making aggressive moves in finance. You might be making aggressive moves in your personal life. Okay, like big action, big moves. But when I see the moon in reverse, I see something coming to light. So with all the unexpected, surprising energy we saw last week, yeah, I feel like something or someone could show their true colors in this time. Now, obviously, that doesn't represent every single Aquarius out there. Not every Aquarius is having snakes in the grass around them. But just keep an eye on this. Like someone might show their true colors in one way or another here. We're going to go in on the Empress. And if it's not that, this could be issues surfacing. This could be issues coming in. So beware of that. Keep your head on a swivel. We're going to go in on the Empress. Either someone showing their true colors or issues popping up. So why is the Empress here? I feel like I could keep talking about the front there. Thank you. Okay, yeah, Five of Cups in reverse. I think you'll be fine. And notice that we do have repeating fives in this spread as well. And usually, like, if I'm correct, the numerology of 5, when we get like 555, that is similar to like tower energy or upheaval, things changing. But I love that we have the Five of Cups in reverse under this Empress, because that's a little pat on the back, pat on the shoulder from Spirit saying everything is going to be okay. So something could happen that completely switches the game or completely switches the mode. Like I said in this beginning, it's a little issue-based, it's a little confrontation-based, but with this Empress and the Five of Cups in reverse, something could come in or something could happen that makes you extremely happy. So I'm going to plaster it on. This could be a win of some kind. This could be a victory of some kind. This could be a triumph as well, especially with what we got going on in the beginning. I like it. The Empress with the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, yeah, this could be a nice pat on the back from Spirit saying everything will be okay. You got this. Okay, and something really good could be coming. We're going to go in on this Eight of Swords. Then we'll do a quick little recap. We got a few dicey things in here, Aquarius. It's all good, though. Such is life. Am I right, my friends? Good, bad, in between. Let's see what's up with that Eight of Swords before we get our recap and shadow card out. Where's that Eight of Swords there? Thank you. All right, yeah. World in reverse, yeah, there's certain things that have already happened or certain things from the past that you can't change. And we do have that little wink to the past here. But when I see the world in reverse, I feel like it's one thing or another, okay? This could be someone you have a lot of history with that is in Eight of Swords mode. So for some of you, someone in your close circle could be very, very nervous or anxious or on edge. Now, for another portion of you, this could be somebody stressing about the state of the world today, what's going on in the world today, the bad side. Because we all know in the world there's good, there's bad. And yes, this is a cycle-based card, okay? I'm getting so much here on the back end, but the world in reverse is somebody either looking at the bad things that are going on in the world today or worrying about things that have already happened. You cannot change the past. So 3 main messages there. I'll talk about it during the recap, but like I said, someone could be stressing, could be nervous about various different things. We'll talk about it when I recap right now because I don't want to repeat myself right off the rip. But if you kindly look in the box, in position number 1, we have the 5 of Swords with the Moon in reverse. Now, I did feel like that could be someone showing their true colors or something coming to light. It could be a little combative as well. Issues could emerge. Issues could pop up. All good. Moving to the center, we have the Empress with the 5 of Cups in reverse. Although issues are on the horizon, although issues could pop up, there might be something that changes the game, that switches it up, that makes you happy. Win, victory, triumph in the middle. The 5 of Cups is usually the River of Tears. With it in reverse, it's that improving. And especially under the blessings of the Empress, it's lovely, it's beautiful. Moving to the very back end, we have the 8 of Swords, World in reverse. 3 main messages right there. Maybe someone in your circle is extremely stressed out and nervous about something, specifically someone you have a lot of history with. This can also be somebody stressing about the state of the world, the literal world today, the material world, the bad things. Or this is somebody thinking about things that have already happened and just stressing it, and just know you can't change the past. I wish I could. Everyone wishes they could change things in the past, but you can't. So please take a screenshot. And I'm going to get into the shadow card for you. Very interesting stuff, Aquarius. Mixed bag to the max. Only take from it what hits for you, am I right? Now, we're going to get one shadow card out here for you. Spirit's going to talk to you. What do we got for Aquarius? And as I say every week when I pull this card, even if it's positive, we're using the Shadowland Tarot, and we're going to look at the rougher side of the energy, which is a good counterbalance to every reading. And that's what we want to do with shadow work. So let's see what's in the shadows for Aquarius, please. Thank you. All right, so the Empress is showing up once again. So although we have the good energy of the Empress in the main part of the spread, now we have to look at her shadow side. And yes, all cards have a shadow side, even the Empress. So let's talk about it. For some of you, this could be issues or little grudgy feelings with a mother figure that could be cropping up in this time, or once again the older feminine figure I was speaking about way earlier in the spread. But when I see the Empress in the negative sense, this could be someone who is one, either too smothering, too hands-on, or another could be somebody who is way too firm, way too immovable. So in this time, know that you might be dealing with certain individuals that are very, very you won't be able to budge them from their opinions. You won't be able to budge them from their actions, okay, when we see this Empress in the shadows, okay? So whether it is like the smothering or the, I think I've explained it enough, and I don't want to pound home the negative aspects of the Empress too much because this is the goddess, right? This is that beautiful energy of blessings and abundance. But just beware of those things, Aquarius. I think you get the point, okay? And yeah, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be posted in the community tab March 1st. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Gilded Tarot Royale. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments what zodiac sign vibes best with you. It has to be a different one than your own, though. So drop that in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And that's it. At the end of March, going into April, I'll announce the winners. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.